Okay, so I created a Canvas course for a new class that I will be teaching next year, Human Development Across the Lifespan. It's a concurrent enrollment course, so I decided to make a homepage that the students come to and they can find what they need. So I just created it where it looks kind of fun with a title page. I have a few things that they would access weekly, like the course disclosure, a weekly calendar, the current module that they're in, so if they were to click any of these buttons, it would take them to where they need to go. I created a quick module for course policies, information about what they need for concurrent enrollment. We talk a lot about just development across the lifespan and personal, so they have to have a form from the state that they need to sign. So just a little bit of information there. And then one thing that I learned new this week that's a cool feature is if you go into settings and you go to navigation, there's a lot of extra things on Canvas that you don't want or necessarily your students don't need to look at, and they can become overwhelmed with all these things. So you can make it so they can't see those things by just simply dragging and dropping it into this area where it's going to hide it from the students, and then you just have to make sure that you can save that. And so then when you update your course details, when you make all of those different changes, and so once I go back to my home page, if I were to go to student view, they can only see these 4 tabs, which is really all they need access to and what I like them to see. So that's what I chose to create this week. If you go to pages and you have a lot of different types of things, I set it as my home page. If I didn't want it as my home page, I could come over to these 3 dots and I could change, or I could click edit and I can change and add things. So if I'm doing a different module, I learned that I can just link it and make it to the most updated module that they're on. So those are a fun few things that I tried and learned this week that I thought were fun. So thanks for having us do this. It was fun to work a little bit more with Canvas. I've worked closely with it my whole time teaching, but it's always fun to learn new tips and tricks that they're changing.